ho, ho, ho. Happy Friday! Are you ready? Happy weekend's coming in the next couple hours. Welcome everybody to another morning skate show with the hockey coach Guru called FRENCHY directly from the Sunshine State in Florida. It's February 11, 2022, 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Happy lunch break for everybody. Thanks for joining us today. Don't forget, please, we need help. We need to be sure you subscribe. Share the link to your friends. Let your dog, your cat, your bird, maybe your snake, or whatever you have, sign and subscribe to the show. And then click on the likes. That's the first thing. If not, and after that is going to give you this right there, right now. So click on the like. That'd be awesome. Yes, I'm fired up. Yes, I'm ready to rock and roll. We're going to have our guest, Andrew Lepage, is going to join with us the next couple of minutes. What do you have on the program today, Coach? We're going to talk about the 7th game last night and NHL. We're going to talk about fun news around the league. I'm going to give you graphics about defensemen. You know, some of you know how analytic I'm really into it. If you tell that, I'm going to show you who are the best defensemen in NHL versus the one where they don't play against the best line. If you tell that, so you're going to be surprised. Some player you're thinking Cal McCarr is the best one in NHL. You're going to be surprised by the analytic. He may be not the best one, and you're going to be surprised who's the number one. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to give you an idea how we do that, everything on that. So I'm going to be at some point. At the end, it's going to be a 3 questions for FRENCHY quiz. And we're going to talk about the round. What a crazy week. Hiring. And the bad team beat the good team. And it's just crazy. By the way, if you watched the game last night, Colorado and Tampa Bay, OMG. Wow, what a game last night. If you believe that Colorado, they need a goaltender, maybe not. It was unbelievable Crumper last night between the pipe for the Colorado Avalanche. I think they don't need a goaltender, honestly. I think they need to focus more on the other area, maybe to add more, maybe a forward or a defenseman. But overall, what a game last night, the speed. I feel like that team is really over. And then, if you are a Toronto Maple Leaf fans, wait. Don't eat me yet. I didn't say anything about that. I would be concerned. I feel the Toronto Maple Leaf will need to do something if they want to beat the best team in the league. They played last night against a team. They really played the style of the playoff last night. Physical, shut down the middle of the ice. They cut the transition between the blue line. And you can see at Toronto, whatever they dominate the first period, and Backstrom was unbelievable. That's the style of the hockey for the playoff. And that's maybe where they need to figure out something if they want to go a little bit deeper in the playoff. That's my concern about that. My second concern is the goaltending situation with Jack Campbell. Another average performance again for him. I don't know. But that's what's really, I pay attention, those 2 games last night after the Montreal Canadiens. We're going to talk about the Montreal Canadiens yesterday by a score 5-2. And that's what we're going to do. And what we do at the beginning of the show, before we bring Mr. Andrew, we welcome everybody in the house this morning. And welcome. We have a few people all around the board. Let's start in with Mr. Jose Duarte, directly from New York. Oh, not that one. This was for the Montreal. From Finland, Mr. Yamo Vartanen in the house. You are awesome. Yes, she is. Yes, she's back. Yes, she's ready to rock and roll her Friday. Miss Kelly in the house. We're going to talk about the Ottawa Senators and talk about the Ottawa Senators. Let's talk about the number 1 fans of Ottawa Senators in the chat and the house, Mr. Corey Hill. maybe you don't know, but it's not because he's only the collaborator insider of the show at 5 o'clock, but he's the wolf. You never hear that? He is Mr. Enoch Tapp, back in the house, and also the insider collaborator of all the update, schedule, news, and everything around the world. Mr. RJ Calabro in the house today. The number one fans of the Edmonton Oilers come back again today. We appreciate you, JP. Jean-Pierre, number 16. Numéro 16. Bienvenue de retour. Welcome back in the house, Mr. GP. Quick question, GP. You have to tell me where you're coming from. You don't have to tell me exactly the city, but if you're coming to Ontario or whatever you want to tell me, that'd be great. So we can call it at the right place where you're at, because right now, I don't know. You may be in Australia or Philippines or maybe in Spain or maybe, I don't know, maybe Lac-Souris, or I don't know, but maybe you're somewhere about that. Directly from Utah. Run with Kings 20 and the house. I'm in shape, GP, this morning. My shoulder does not hurt too much. I feel better. I increasing my weight at the gym for my right shoulder. So I feel like, a 50-middle guy, years old at maybe a 38 years old this morning. And, with all the Latina, and everybody around, it just feel great this morning. Talking about Latina women, we're not talking about everything is big over there. I'm talking about Texas. He's winning, he's smiling because they win the last 2 games and they score 7 goals both games. I'm talking about Mr. Joseph Laham and the house. Everything was doing well until Yamo typed the word Petrie. I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know. Petrie, the Muppet, -3 again. Dan Ogilvy directly from Camville and the house this morning. From Quebec, Canada, Mr. Mark Zuck back in the house. Let's go Flames. From Alberta, number 1, fans of Edmonton Oilers, another Finland guy, directly, but between Edmonton, Calgary, or this area, I don't know exactly. But he's back, Mr. Andy Kuivula. First question for Coach. Is Canadiens a better team today than yesterday, 11 February 2022? Yes, they are. And also, each one of us, we should be better today at what we was yesterday. Does it make sense? So you need to learn something every single day to get better, right? So the 1% better mantra, that's all we need to apply in your life. But honestly, GP, I agree. They should be better today. I'm hungry. Just kidding, I'm gray. Unfortunately, we need to ask Joseph what he has on the menu right now. Also, Jet play hard style visit leave some time ago. Toronto dominate game, but defense bad. Toronto is soft. Here we go. I opened the door for Toronto. And the people jumping about that coach quotation of that. Do you think the app can get Lecavalier join the team with St. Louis? Yes. The only problem with Vincent Lecavalier, I ref him. Well, I'm not ref him. I ref his team. He coached a double A at home, U10 or U12. I think he's still U10. I could be wrong. So his son, he play in the Tampa Bay area, and they travel here, and I ref his game. So he grew in Tampa Bay. He grew with the family over there. That's only my only question is because the rumor. I'm going to give you three names, guys: Vincent Lecavalier, Daniel Sauvageau, and Jessica Esquire. Anyway, Jessica. Those three going to join the Montreal Canadiens if they want to. They're going to have an offer on the table over there. So expect those three people. At least one of the three is going to be with Montreal Canadiens. The Le Cavalier is about family. I don't know if he want to leave Tampa Bay. Like, the guys make money. He still get money for the Los Angeles Kings yet, right? He live in Tampa Bay. His son grew over there. No pressure. Life is great. Sunshine every day. He coached his son. He go to practice in the morning watching Tampa Bay every time that. So I don't know if he really, really want to put his feet inside the management hockey every time that. We'll see what happens, but what we expect will be interesting about that. Great question. Alan Barnes in the house. He went to the protocol on the protocol injury. I don't know. I didn't hear anything about that. Who is in our top? Believe is in the work. Joe, coach, and from Hochelaga, coach. Oh, Hochelaga. That's awesome, GP. I love it to hear that. I'm going to remember your dog is not me. Then last night, Caulfield has shoot that puck in his head. He did it, and he put the puck at the right spot. That's a good thing about that one over there. Great move from the right to the left and put the puck up and in. Obviously, the second goal was not in because the offside the blue line. But you know what? I consider this as a goal. Glad to see him. Not Prime Joseph. Yes, as an AGM. Let's know women said to coach, you look so young. What is your secrets? No, unfortunately, they did not. I don't understand why. About that one over there, Yamo. I pump a lot, I pump. Yeah, I show them the 10, the 20, the 30, the 40, the 50, and they don't move at all. They look the guy behind me. That's the problem. But that's other things. They have a glass. I said Pedri because you said he may be surprised who is the best. No. Don't do this. Coach Petri or all neither. I don't want nothing. I don't want to hear about that. Have you here watching the Winter Olympics lately? Barely, to be honest with you. Now, tonight we play, Canada play USA at 11:30. Possible I watch it tonight. Maybe I will open live the show tonight. I'm not sure yet. Finland won gold on 15 kilometer skiing. Awesome for the Finland. Finland is good on the sport, hockey sport. And finally, we welcome him directly from Nova Scotia, the number one for the Montreal Canadiens, Mr. Andrew Lepage in the house today.
How's everybody doing? Good to see you all.
Welcome aboard. Thanks for joining us again, Mr. Andrew, this morning. We have a lot of conversation. We can go about that. But yes, Yamo, no, not. I wish he was this way, but he's not. I put right away the logo of Montreal Canadiens and also the Mr. Martin Saint-Louis about that. So I want you to resume. We know everybody know the final score 5-2. I would like to also the people in the chat, if you have any question about the game or your comments, we can bring to you on the table and we're going to share all together. Of course, we want to hear about Andrew, about what he think about the game. So Andrew, your first impression about the game in general.
I was very, very pleased, actually. I seen a little bit of jump in the boys. They were still a little bit shaky on the defensive side of things. And, of course, Primo didn't show up. But the offense really showed up. I was like Anderson actually played pretty much a full game very well. Toffoli played well. Actually, a lot of the offensive players did. And Pitlick, I wasn't surprised. He played extremely well. And I see a jump in Caulfield's game. He looked good last night. Suzuki looked better. And what I'd like to see him behind the bench is I seen St. Louis talking to the players, going up and down the bench, having a few conversations. That was a nice change.
Yep, I agree with you about that one over there. I don't know if you can drop your phone a bit or can drop your face lower. So here we go. So we can see you ball like me, so that we feel better like this, so you look better like this. We have already, first of all, great comments about this. If I ask you about, what's the biggest difference between that game yesterday versus on the ice versus the game, the 44 game before that?
My word, they didn't stop. They actually fought tonight. They went to the bitter end. They showed some fight. I think, truthfully, between you and I, they actually could have won that game and I do feel bad for Primo, but he was so out and his confidence was so gone. Those 4 goals to me, even though the defense didn't help the situations, I still believe he could have stopped all 4 of those goals. I actually think Montreal could have won last night, but they showed more fight as the game went on. I was very proud of them last night.
Yeah, I agree with you about that one. What your comments about that? I think I will put one question for Inartab to you. Will Ab pick up a spare goalie such as Alak?
We definitely got to go looking for a goalie. There's no doubt about it. Primo has to go down. But, I mean, again, I think somebody had mentioned Poulin, where he's 31 years old. You could always bring him up, or you go for somebody like Halak. Haboden, I believe, is on one of the AHL teams, and we could possibly nab onto him. We just have to watch, the price tag for him. But, yeah, we have to look for a goaltender replacement to help Montembeault out. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, and so back to another time, I would say no. I think what they have to do is to stop to maybe break the confidence of and maybe screw the career of Caden Primo. That's the first thing to do. So, I think you did the right direction. You drop him in Laval Rocket right now. Bring Kevin Poulin. He's 31 years old. Not go nowhere anyway. Let him go. It's not going to be worse what we have on it already. And the problem I said, why not to get Alak or Arundel, whatever you call it, right? The problem is you're going to give something in return. At least you're going to Weaver. And why to give something for a couple of weeks? At the end of the day, Montembeault right now is just almost 80% what he's supposed to be already. Allen, 5 weeks in price also. So for me, spend, a 4, 5, 6 round pick for a couple of weeks. It's not worth it. We have Kevin Poulin right now. Go get him. Drop Primo down and have a great conversation with him, everything like that. And because he's frustrated to see this last night, you should win that game, honestly, with a goaltender, more experience, everything. You know what I mean? If you watch my video, I made earlier, a post game with all the goal or each goal, and you can see he can stop 3 or 4 at least of that one over there. Because the first one, he did not control his rebound. He sent the puck straight and it was a soft shot. It was not a hard shot on the pad that you just put the puck out, right? It was controlling, but it was only a shot was tipped by the defenseman, Kolak, I believe, or Chariot, and then he just shoot the puck right there on the blade of the stick of the Snively. And then the second goal, listen, no reason. McMichael, he just dropped behind. He just swept the puck, and he did not see it in the 5-0. The third goal, he was down over the right shoulder post over there. The fourth goal is Mr. Moppet again. But again, it's a shot about 40 feet. I have no reason he cannot that one over there. So, listen, that's the problem right there. But I love what I see yesterday from Montreal. They didn't give up. They come back and they stay in the game for all night. Question for Dan Ogilvy. Do you think the Caulfield can hit 15 goals?
I don't think he's going to hit that. No, I don't. I think just to see him take some baby steps here first, and the team also has to do the same. We might get between 5 and 10, possibly.
Yeah,
around there.
I agree with you about that one there. A goal may not make a season, but a goal like last night, a game like last night, make confidence,
definitely
put happiness, fun, everything like that for him, everything like that. So it's not the game last night also. It's the game prior to that one also. So now it's a 2 game. He played better. It's time right now. If I was evaluate everything, I would bring Caulfield now on the little bit higher level line in the team. I don't say one because sometimes you play against the best. Now you get neutralized, right, with Toffoli Uzuski. But maybe Chumby on the third line. Go get him about 3-4 minutes more per TOI per game. Put him with a player he should play with. And that would be something I would pay attention more for Cole Caulfield. First goal is during his career on power play for Cole Caulfield last night. So that's another plus. And he could have 2 goals if it was not waiver, Disalula goal and the blue line offside. So about that one there. Caulfield and away of MSL, where is number growing up about that. That's a great one to hear that about the relationship also between both of them. Do you think Caulfield will get number 26 when Putty is gone?
I'd like to see it truthfully because, I mean, the Muppets got it right now. But, yeah, I don't see any reason why. If he wanted 26, I'd like to actually see it. It would, I don't know, it'd be kind of nice.
I think for me, is right now they need, Dominic Ducharme, it was the right time. Like, the right time was a little bit earlier. I think they should go after before the All-Star game, that area, right? But they negotiate with Martin Saint-Louis. We don't understand that one over there. But I did not start him after the first game. It is what it is. But for right now, Edmonton did with Dave Tippett because it was too much now. The water was over the vase, and you have to do something. If not, it will. I think right now for the Montreal, it's Jeff Petrie. It's a -3, -4, a -3. It's minus again. It's minus again. And it's funny. He really, really. Do you know what he did last night after the game?
What did he do?
He punched Dominic Ducharme with his comments. He said, "Wow, we understand the system now. It was easy to play the system tonight." So you can see that relationship, Ducharme and Petrie did not work hard. It did not work since the beginning of the season. You have something behind that. And he said it was not complicated. It was a man-to-man. So he said, look, we look better. But he finished again with -3. So maybe he did not understand all the system that Martin Saint-Louis because he finished -3. But, he took an opportunity right now to hit on Ducharme where I believe for me, it's not the right time because Ducharme just does the job. And when you love something you love, you do it. And it's not about the money behind. It's what we have. A heart. We have a human being. And we perceive a dream. And when you got that dream and you get fire, it's hard. Someone talked about yesterday, he's going to be assistant GM in Los Angeles or a coach, whatever is it, right? No, you need to now to go out and go maybe in Mexico right now and enjoy your vacation in Los Cabos. You don't see people right now. He's at his apartment, is right now in the bad place in life because he lost something. He care. You know what I mean? Like whatever the guy did not perform, he care. And for me, it was not appropriate for Jeff Petrie to do this after the game. You had no reason to talk about this. You had no reason to mention that kind of word about that. Yeah, you know what I mean? It was just this about. If there were questions for someone ask about what you tell about the system, you know what? Well, we did. The system did not do perfectly tonight, but we feel a bit better as a team, and you not try to complicate it and open up the door. Because his word, it was directly forwards or towards Dominic Ducharme. So for me, it was something was not appropriate about that one over there. Do you believe Ottawa Senators get first overall in the draft?
No, I think we're going to get first overall.
At the end of the day, Corey, I don't know until they do the lottery, right? The percentage is 16%, 10%, everything like that. Again, right now, Ottawa is not at the bottom 3, I believe. So I don't see. And then Ottawa's going good, Corey. I think Ottawa's going to have a good second half. I would not be surprised if they finish 28-4-28 on that standing, Corey, about that. So I don't see they will get it. Having an empty arena, did you hurt or help Montreal giving so much a poor year?
Say that again.
Having an empty arena, like nobody in the rink, do you feel like it's good or bad, or is it hurt or help?
Truthfully, I say on normal circumstances, it would have hurt us. Where we have been so discombobulated, I think it might have been a blessing not to have anybody in the stands to watch us because I don't think the guys, I think they're fragile, and I think the fans would have just brought them down even farther.
You know, it's held because when you get destroyed 8-2, 7-2, you're going to hear a lot of boo inside that one. The passion, Montreal will step up. But a game like last night, people will be behind your back and behind Martin St. Louis, and they will step up more. And you know, the player will miss that kind of the ovation or the feeling of the crowd behind that one over there. So, for me, it's a game initial with nobody inside the building. It's not good. So it's not about the reaction of people. In Montreal would be again Montreal. My words is it's not fun to watch a game with nobody inside the building. Whatever it's 500, 1,000, or whatever the number, it should be a full sellout and people part of the game and the players love it, right? The people feel what the players the stand and they hear what. So once someone say they don't hear anything, listen. They have a wave in the building or they have a crowd claps, you know what I mean? And they are not stupid, right? They hear the music, and if Zen people play the music, like Charge, whatever they are, they hear that. And they know they have people support them. It's part of when you play hockey. So for me, I like to have that kind of people about that. And on top said the first pick is for the Montreal. He understood it so well. He won -3. Yeah, exactly about that one. That Rusty Spooner back in the house. Not that one. Sorry, buddy. Rusty back, long time. Hopefully doing well, Rusty. Rusty was one of the longer supporter of the Hockey National show a long time ago. He joined us earlier. So glad to see you, buddy. You're doing well. We wish you, Happy New Year, Rusty, because I think it's the first time we talked to you. So thanks for joining us today. Coach and Andrew, what did you think of the hit on Case and from Zadorov? I don't know if you see the hit yesterday, Zadorov again, the Case for the Toronto. What do you think about that? Shoulder to the head and no penalty.
I think it was a clean hit. I think Case kind of put himself in that situation. You got to protect yourself too. I don't think the guy that hit him is a fairly large defenseman. He's quite big. I heard the 6'9", so I don't think he went out of his way at all. It was a clean hit, and I think Case is starting to get known for leaving himself wide open. He doesn't protect himself when he gets hit.
First of all, I would say all I agree with you. Here's my problem. What the heck? They cannot strap on their helmet tied to the head. You have no reason to lose his helmet. No reason. Yeah, no reason. The helmet fly. Are you kidding me? Yeah. Strap on. Oh, it look good. Lower and No. Right now you can hurt for maybe a couple of weeks because you did not strap on and tie your helmet tie on the head. That's not make sense to me at all. So for me, that's the first thing. The second thing is a clean hit, unfortunately. You know what I mean? It's part of the game, and boom, right there. And you know what we don't see in the past? We don't see those kind of hit anymore like he was before. I'm telling you why. Because you don't have the red line anymore. Yes, when you have the red line, you stuck at the red line. You have to wait for the puck because the game is changing, right? So the people did not see when the red line exists in NHL. The transition was from inside the hash mark to the red line to skating width. And because you don't have no chance, so you was waiting for the puck most of the time, and then boom, someone hit you. Now it's more open up. You have about 40, 50 feet to skate more. Don't see those kind of hit anymore. But this is a clean hit. Yeah, no, I understand Sheldon was trying to argue with the ref because you want to protect your players, right? But this was right there. Yeah, no penalty there. It was just clean like it can be. Crystal. I would be honest with you. It's sad, poor case, right? But at the end of the day, it is what it is. It's part of the game about that one there. I believe he saw it at the last minute. Like, I barely see him, right? But it was too late to make something. But for me, it's all about his helmet about that one over there. There you go. We like to hiding our guests sometimes. We put him behind the screen, then he come back. It's like a magic. So, sorry I've not caught your show live in a while. Been extremely busy, but I always hit the bottom. Can't like watch the It's crazy cool. Listen, Rossi, not a problem. First of all, thanks to you. We are very grateful having you aboard, and also click on the likes. And busy is most important thing with your family and your job. So take care about you, and we're always a pleasure to come back here at any time. That's no problem. David After back in the house. What do you think Matt Murray play against his former team? That was very excited about that. Two comments about this, Mr. Enoch and Mr. Andrew. What do you think about Matt Murray against the Pittsburgh? And also, what do you think about that game?
Good game. Matt Murray, he had to be excited. But Pittsburgh, of course, shocked me. I didn't see it going that way, but, they're pretty closely matched. So Pittsburgh just played a better game. And I think Ottawa's defense needs a lot of work.
Yeah, that's what, they didn't play a bad game, Ottawa. Murray keep the team in the game, That's the first thing. And then, Pittsburgh find a way to win again. But if you're a fan of Corey Hill, fans of the Ottawa Senators, you should be proud of your team right now. You said, wow, this is a good game. And, we did not win. But again, do it again them without Norris Patterson. I think that's a great thing about that over there. We have an update from RG. Here we go. Game woman quarterback, 11 game morning today. Czechia last 4-1 against the USA, and Canada win 9-0, I believe, this morning against Sweden. Mr. Steve G in the house. I agree with you, Yamo, about that one. It's not you, Jose. Jose, you are wrong or whatever it is. Honestly, we just gave you the honesty, and so we could be wrong here, but we tried to give you another perspective of what we saw, everything like that. So, but a great question about that. Canada is 11-0 in our tab. Just correct me about that one over there. Here we go. Mr. Renault back in the house.
Right on.
When they start to scratch my pet, I see this weekend be his last chance in Montreal. I will say to you, it will not scratch him, but they diminish his time. So that's a point right there. Why they don't scratch him is because the veterans and they want to trade him. It would not be looking good if they scratch him, they put him as a scratch, everything like that. But expect him drop. You see him, he did give him a lot of minutes yesterday on the power play overall, but don't expect this, honestly, for that one. About that. Question for Renault for you, Mister. Will the Bruins end up selling at the deadline?
I think the Bruins are actually going to be looking for somebody myself. They're going to be in that final, I think, that wild card spot for the four teams from their division. They're going to stay there. There's no doubt about it. And I think they're going to be looking for somebody myself.
I don't think so. When you make the playoff, you not do that, first of all. Secondly, if you sell when you go in the playoff, that's a bad message you drop on your players. You tell them right now, I give up to you guys. We're not going to make it anyway. So it's not what you do as a management, all right? And when you make the playoff, guys, whatever it is, that team, that coach, that GM, that players, they all believe they can win the Stanley Cup. Because when you put your feet in the playoff, right, everybody can win. So right. You're not going to sell over there. For me, I don't see that about that one over there. Avalanche fastest NHL to 70 points. What a season. Steve, 18-02, I believe, in Colorado right now. Unbelievable. I think they are at home. They are on the chase right now to get another record about that. Go Canada. And out that one, doing a good body. Thanks. There you go. Coach Andrew, can you imagine 7 games like last night? Tampa Bay, Colorado. Did you watch the game?
I seen the highlights and it looked like quite a good game. That's the thing is though, the playoffs are a different beast. So very good matchup. It would be a great final, no doubt.
Unbelievable. I watched the game, honestly, in and out at the beginning because I was with people, Toronto. I watched St. Louis and everything. And then I shift to them for the rest of the night. Unbelievable game. The last 5 minutes of the game was unbelievable. It's a series playoff. Listen, as a hockey fans, this is what we want to have at the final. We want Colorado in the final. For the marketing hockey, we want a team like Colorado in the final. I understand you guys, you have fans like Colorado, Calgary and Vegas, and it's okay, right? But for me, I would love to have a Colorado, Tampa Bay, a Colorado, Florida, a team with Carolina. Both the teams speed and they can play physical, everything like that. So I agree with you about that one in our top. Rusty said, I just remember see Scott Stevens, specialist all the time growing up. I missed those hit. It's a hit a la Scott Stevens last night. You cannot make this better at what you just said, Rusty. He was the hit that way for sure. Norman Flynn said he's upset they hire all the inexperienced guy except Gordon, and I think he's right. I have no problem with that part, Renault, about that one over there. Because for me, they have Jeff Gordon behind that one over there. And right now, Martin St. Louis is not head coach, he's par interim.
Right.
So not a problem with that part over there. The second one over there, no experience, is can use. You have 20 years in hockey, Renault. You have connection like anybody else in hockey. He connect with negotiation, he know the business, and he grow in hockey. His kid play hockey. It's not like someone come from CO, from I don't know, Saputo in Montreal for the cheese. He been in hockey forever. So Norman Flynn, when he talk like this, he lost his mind completely. Because they have experience, they've been in hockey. Martin St. Louis been in hockey. It's not like he plays soccer or bowling, right? They play in hockey. So for me, I don't see this one over there. Now, experience behind the bench, I understand that part over there. My only problem I have with this part, I would tell you when I'm thinking more about this. When you talk about concept and not system, he need to be sure the Martin St. Louis, what he learned, what he became in NHL cannot be reflect on Suzuki, on Gallagher, on other one. My point to you is like sometimes the player does not understand. But it was easy for me. You know what I mean? Like the talent he did not reflect on those players. He need to understand those players did not catch it. We cannot have that kind of the skill he got because that's why he become a 1,200 point NHL. So for me, it would be very important for him the concept he want to bring. It's not for Martin St. Louis or Martin St. Louis did. It's a concept for the player, the skill they have in front of him. So it's very important for me he can that because those kind of players like Wayne Gretzky have a difficult time because he tried to apply what he did and he cannot understand what maybe the player in front of him cannot do exactly what he think he did, what he saw, or what he can understand, the IQ, because they have another level. So he will have to bring those kind of IQ level, vision, everything on the same level for the player in front of him. That would be something you need to learn more for me about that. I always said the next game they will win for each game. That said a staple same. Yeah. Maybe the Bruins need a goalie, but a lot of team could use one of Aaron, could use Giroux going into the playoff. No, for the goalie, they have Ullmark and Swimmen. You can see the second center can start to. You can see without Marchand and Bergeron, they have a below average. That's the first thing about that. So does not reflect yesterday about that, what happening about this. When they are back, the thing will be okay. But I think I will add another defenseman and a center inside that line, a second top six player about that. Prediction, Chariot will remain in Montreal.
No, I'd like to see it. That's my personal opinion because I think he'd be the veteran to keep. But no, we need to. They're going to want to get the value out of the trade for him.
I believe he will go if they get what he's supposed to get in return. So that's my biggest thing about that one there. Is Gelly hanging on the sales pass is welcome. Gallagher struggled last night, exactly like Biron. And I will say why. Because they don't have no center. Yeah. That line. They put Biron there. So Biron center with, he played in the past, but cannot go that way. So they play Hoffman and Biron and Gallagher, and they struggled, both of them, with at least 2 or 3 goals on the ice last night. And it's not good about that one over there. I can imagine it. And at that, but I mean, not unless Golak and produce goals, Shabbat Sting. Can Colorado defeat Vegas? They are made up now.
Can they what?
Do you believe Colorado is going to beat Vegas?
I think they can now. I think that's going to be. Although, let's not. We got to also take into consideration Eichel. I don't know how fast, how that change is going to be to Vegas, because he could really inject some offense into that team. It'll be a good matchup. I like where Colorado's sitting, though. I like the way things have gelled and come together for them.
I would say to you, there was going to be an attack, and Andrew, as the best goaltender of that series win.
Yes.
That's it. Anything else?
Yeah.
Anything else there? For me, that's the way. Renaud, it's a good would trade Gallagher off minute, but no to fully. I agree with you, Michael, about that one over there. Good question in our tap. I hope we don't have to play Vegas and the playoff. Love to see. This is the dream of the Andy, and this is my dream also. If you have to go, like, what would be your 4 team in the conference finals if you have to pick? He took Colorado, Vegas, Carolina, Florida.
Oh, I'd take Tampa, Florida, Colorado, and Vegas, yeah.
I will add, I'm surprised everybody here. 2 teams in the West. Calgary, Minnesota.
Yeah, they'll be dark horses.
I would love to see Minnesota, Calgary play each other. Some people is going to lose their fuse over there for sure. Tampa Bay, Florida. That would be awesome for the hockey in South Florida. And also they hate each other. That would be a great matchup in the NHL playoff about that one over there. Rusty said, I really hope Quebec get a team. Even as an American, I enjoy me if the Saddle got a team before Quebec. Need Quebec back in NHL. Yeah, I agree with you about that. Would be great. But I don't see with the composure of NHL and what they want to do, it will happen about that. CJ, it looked inevitable, at least some surprise. Unfortunately, that's always happened. The only exception to the skill player been a good coach so far is Lemaire to Blake, but coach is right. I agree with Michael about that when I think Jacques Lemaire. The key behind Michael about Jacques Lemaire, he was skilled. For him, he developed. He was like a coach on the ice. He grew like this. Like he was always see things like nobody else. And he was figure out every time. That's what made him a better hockey player. Because he understood the game prior to everybody else. He was really an evaluator in hockey. He was always looking for what we can do that nobody does. So that's the reason he become a great coach in hockey for me back over there. I'm hoping for the surprise and a top like the wall. Here we go. People, I'm always talking in front of them. How can forward run up and down the wing if the coach make them play 1-2? How can a forward run up and down the wing if the coach make the play 1-2? But first of all, Renaud, is a good question about that. It depends which zone are you talking about. All right. So if you play a 1-2 and on the offensive side, all right. So you are on the offensive side of the opponent team on the defensive side, right? A 1-2. The only way to break a 1-2, you have to in the neutral zone most you have to go in the middle.
Yeah.
Because now you're going to create confusion. If you stay on the board, it's not going to work. So what you create is a 1-2 on the neutral zone. You try to bring a winger, go through the wall to the middle, and then you try to shift the puck behind the winger so that you can pick up the puck to behind and you pick up or pass in the middle of the zone. That's the only thing you can do. I want to do on the defensive side, you're going to see a lot of defensemen pinch a lot. They pinch a lot. How you can destroy this? Because we want now to, and the hockey change, we want to break out from the middle. So the center turn low because we want to use the middle of the ice because the people defensively, you on the offensive side, you pinch the wall all the time. You bring a forward, a defenseman, every time that. So what happened, they try to rim a lot. The Montreal struggle because they have two problems. They are always lose the battle against the board, right? Secondly, they try to go too much on wing break. They break out too much from the winger. And the only way you can wing the pass, right? You have the pinch coming, is to bring another forward was the center, close them, so a quick up pass. So about 3-4 feet. That's the only way you can do. Otherwise, what you do, you pinch the puck on the board or you lob the puck out. That's what happening with Montreal most of the time. So that's the two way to break 1-2 on the offensive side, neutral zone or on the offensive side. Hopefully you understand this. What we have smart trade for Ottawa at the trade deadline because they're going to be a seller, Corey, and they're going to try to get a trade, a draft pick, everything like that. So some player inside that team could be trade. Nick Paul is a UFA. Connor Brown could be a player maybe to get out. Defensively, they give back a contract to Olden. That surprised me a little bit. But that's Tierney is another one could be out. I think the player like Shuffle, Kachuk, Berlinson, Norris, Pinto are not a player that could be trade, but the rest could be under what they in return. All about a draft pick and return. What do you consider proper composition on return for Chariot? It all depends which team. But for me, it's a first round pick late. When people say, yeah, but it's the first round. Listen, a pick 24 to 32 in NHL or 21 to 32 guys don't see the number one first round pick. It's just like a pick second round and ahead. So it's not like you get a star and return. It's like it's a top 5, a top 10, and Drew is difference, right? But so it's just normal in NHL to get that pick and say, oh my God, he doesn't deserve a first round pick. But it's 28, 30, 32. It's like second round pick in my book. So I don't see it's fun. I don't know if you see this differently like me.
I see it exactly the same. Truthfully, you're taking a chance when you get that far into the first round. But I think we could get a first round for Sherratt and possibly a future consideration.
Yeah, could be something like that. Lamar's problem was he could never really relate with all his players. First of all, there's a great comment on top. You talk about relationship. Jacques Lemaire in 2020, he will be a bad coach in NHL.
He would have a hard time probably in this generation. I love Jacques Lemaire, and I think he was a great coach. Really, that's
when it happened to him, it was the right time. But and 20, it's not about. Like I'll be honest with you, the reason why John Cooper is great, is because the relationship he have with his players. Brandamo, why he's great, his relationship with his players. If Martin Saint-Louis can that kind of style he can get, that would be great.
I think he can.
So for me, that would be about this. One CH without the puck. I'm not sure about that one, but I'm sure you comment about something. Wow, back-to-back game for the Devil with 7 goals. Yeah, 2 empty net yesterday, but listen, 14 goals in 2 games. Save a presser for sure without Hamilton and Jack Hughes. You have to give credit for Nico Urshire, Sharankovic, and other players inside. Picky have a good game yesterday. Can Carolina Flames make it for the playoff if they don't fix how they can play on the road? Not worry about that. Round, I think Carolina do well on the road. It's for me a big problem for the Carolina. That may be the best team in NHL anyway. The Florida on the road could be a problem. It's another season for me. And sometimes, like said, Colorado need a goaltender. Look, the last 10 game, the goaltender make the team better. They keep them in the game. So I think sometimes we attach too much what they don't have, and I think we go too deep on that one over there. Of course, we would like to Florida have a better consistency on the road. I understand that, right? But for me, it's not going to be a really big problem at the end. They miss a one piece of puzzle as a left defenseman. But it will be interesting. Mr. Caleb Sauce, directly from North Carolina, in the house today. My bet is our problem.
We know that Petrie is one of our problems.
Amen. Oh my God!
Yeah. When I see him on the ice.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
It's funny because last year, guys, it was Eric Stahl. Eric Stahl for me was like,
oh my God!
He's on the ice. What he's doing there? He don't be there. Put out him. Boom. We got score. I'm telling you now, if you see my game again, I don't remember it was Vegas or they put Stahl in the last minute, the 3 minute, everything like that, and I was screaming. What the heck is doing? Boom, he got scored. I feel the same way with Petrie and Stahl about that one over there. Everybody said, hi, everybody. Reggie, directly from British Columbia, Mr. Andrew. Mr. Reggie is the pucker man, the pucker of the pucker. And I tried to find a way here.
Welcome.
I cannot find it. Here we go. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
So what do you think he does? Do you know what he does?
No.
He's a barber guy. He's a barber man.
Oh, okay. I was thinking about cutting brushes. Yeah.
So we don't need him. Me and you, we don't need him. But some people need about that. So when he wake up in the morning, he does this. All the customer on the front door right now waiting for him to turn around and open the door. That's what he does about that one over there. I like Jacques Martin and Claude Julien for coach. In the past, yes, Renault. Now, today, no. It's over. By the way, Claude Julien is still with Team Canada right now, so we wish him the best of the best. I like to see Washington Capitals, the Boston Bruins, the Tampa Bay Lightning, the Toronto Maple Leafs for the West Avalanche. Nashville, Vegas, Calgary Flames. I would be really excited there. I love you pick on the West, but I'm not agree with you about the East with Washington and Boston. Washington, I don't know what they are doing right now, but they look bad. I saw Washington 3 times this week. It's the team they go to shut down very quickly. They don't have the deep. They cannot. They played against Montreal yesterday, but prior to that, they struggled. They lose so many. Listen, they win 9 games the last 22 games. The only thing they are now, right now, is because they have a great start. That's pretty much what they have. Hello. Salut, Coach Caleb. I think MS is like a rocket. Richard said Gretzky, a team player, would not have the score how much his area. Yeah, it was the Vegas. He gave that pass out front. Magzak thought it was a sheet sharing about this. Sound like a horse race, Corey. Yeah, the second way it was. Look, I have a couple of things to do. I want to bring to other area. I want to give that you, Sean Couturier, out for the rest of the season. He have a surgery, so he's not going to returning for the Flyers. Let's diving about what we need. We need to see that. 7 game last night. I'm going to dumping this very quickly. 4-3 Columbus. Voracek scored his 2nd goal of the year, guys. They find a way to win. Both teams play against Montreal Canadiens this weekend. Will be interesting how Montreal could they go. But Columbus came back twice to score, and they come back in OT. Alex Tuch scored again for the Buffalo. 14 point 14 game for Mr. Alex Tuck, and of course, Tokarski struggled again, goaltending for the Buffalo. 6-0 Carolina, underrated. The best player in NHL, nobody knows, is Sebastian Aho. Another 2 goal over there. For Anderson score is got his third goal, third straight shootout, 21 during his career. Pittsburgh, Brandon Ross, if we put his stat, Mr. Andrew, and 82 games, right? So, an 82 game full year. Do you know how many points he got?
No.
110 points.
Wow.
UF3 next year.
Wow. It wouldn't be bad to have him.
How Pittsburgh can handle Malkin, Letang, and Ross as a 3 UF3 next year.
Yeah, somebody's going to be going.
Absolutely about that one. We know Washington over. The Devils, 7 goals against St. Louis Blues. This is rare. Lead 3-2 after 40 minutes. St. Louis Blues, and then gave 5 goals in the third period. Questionable over there. I would be nervous if I was Jordan Bennington, a St. Louis fan. They not look good. The Devils play well for the last. Nico Richards looked like the Earthshire first overall pick over there. Great team. They're looking good. The Toronto Maple Leafs lost 5-2 against the Calgary Flames. Wilson, this was a game for Darryl Sutter system, and was physical, and St. Louis cannot do. Obviously, for Mitch Marner, lost is a straight game goal finish yesterday. Obviously, and what a game, Colorado 3-2 yesterday for again the Tampa Bay Lightning. OMG, it was pretty good about that. Let's move on to the next one over there. I know we're rushing over there. First goal, Mr. Sveeney for the Washington Capitals. Do you know who he is, this kid?
He's new to me, but it was nice to see him get one.
All right. So we loved it. Great story. He became the third born in Virginia score a goal in NHL. When Rich played for Montreal a couple of years ago, he first one. The second player born, it was Scott Lachance, born over there. He became also the first players and the Washington Capitals youth travel team grow as a players and play for the Capitals, score a goal for them. So it's like a Panthers, like a Lightning kid, or an Arizona Coyotes youth travel, or a Nashville Predator. They all have a program, youth travel, 10 years old, 11 years old. He became the first one grow as an ice cap. Score a goal in NHL. So great story. I love those kind of story in NHL about that one there. What about that smart? What about that smart over there? That's what Martin Saint-Louis said yesterday. Bring the fun, bring the smart. And the fans react quickly and hard last night. They was all excited because Cole Caulfield, that's what we need more from Cole Caulfield. We need more of those excitement. Whatever we lose, we love those kind like that. 4 game tonight, boring game, just kidding. But 4 game only in NHL tonight. It'll be interesting. What do you do, Coach? I have no clue. I don't know what to do. I maybe go a power play show Montreal tonight and then follow the game Canada-USA, Team Canada. But before we go, I want to bring you guys here. I know I'm an athletic freaking guy, guys. This is really interesting. This is the defenseman and NHL. I have every team, guys. But I'm going to give you 3 teams over there. You have Drew Doughty for the Los Angeles Kings. This is again 5 versus 5. All right. Again, who they start again. Look what he does all the time, Drew Doughty. He starts 44% of his shift at 5 versus 5. Again, the best team, the best line in NHL. That's pretty amazing. That's the best defenseman does this. And then you can see the might is the black section, and the purple are, again, the bottom 6. And you can see what Doughty. But I want you guys pay attention. Mickey Anderson over there. Look the season he got. He played again the best. Nobody really knows Michael Anderson. So the coach over there used him a lot over there. Oli Mata, the second line. Matt Roy, the second pairing. I want to show you other team very quickly about that. If you want to hear more, I will give you. Look the Nashville. Look, Alexandre Carrier. Nobody knows Alexandre Carrier, guys. How efficacious he is. He start 39.8%. He play against the best team. underrated in NHL, guys, Alexandre Carrier. Matthias Ekholm is a number 2. Luc Oza is a number 3 with Danny Fabreau over there. That's pretty impressive when you think about that, guys, over there. I want to finish with the last one is John Manson, defenseman for the Anaheim, run with Cam Fowler and Hampus Langholm and Jimmy Trestal. All four played 35.1 to 34.3. 19 years old, play against the best line in NHL, Jimmy Trestal. Look, Kevin Shanderkirk play only 19.2. He play again. That's the reason why. But I just want to give you some stat. Really important. The matchup difficulties you play against make a defenseman in NHL. We don't see a lot when they start again. So really important stat about that one over there. For me, was really interesting about this. I have, and I don't know where I can find it. And it let me about 2 seconds, guys. I want to give you the best of the best. I'll give you an idea how this works. And I will do my best to bring this to you very quickly. And before we go to question. Which NHL defenseman play the most against the best of the best? Number 1, guys, Drew Doughty. Number 2, Scott Manfield. Neil Pionk. Brendan Dillon. Adam Pelech. Charlie McAvoy. Eric Cernak. Alexandre Carrier. I'll give you an idea, guys. The best player in NHL. They are not the best defensemen, but they start against the best of the best. But look, Daddy, the season he has an offensive side, but he still play against the best of the best. For me, Daddy, if he was not injured, should be in consideration for nomination for the Norris. And that's the winner. But what he bring on the table, guy, is pretty amazing. Now, the worst. Lucas Carlson, Kate Yandel, Bordozo, Zayler, Benoit, Montour, Foote, Whiteman, Bogvis. Why they are not the worst as the defensemen, but they play against the bottom of the 6. That's what you put very important number there. You have to be careful about what you have in front of you every time that. I just want to sharing this together, guys. It was just, I think, appropriate to bring those kind of information for everybody about that. And I apologize, I did not follow up about everything. Not a problem, Rusty. Have a good one, buddy. Thanks for joining us. GB, welcome aboard. GB said that Leaf deserved a beating last night to wake up Dubas like the bill for the playoff, Kerfoot to smile for the playoff. Possible. I agree with you about that. Do you have the Montreal graphic? Not in. Honestly, I will have to pick it up in our tab. Next time I will bring to you. I will definitely put this on the member. If you're a member of those Hockey Nation show, you get all those information about that one over there. Let's move on. Here's the time for the quiz. Finish this earlier. I know I'm talking too much, but it's okay. Nobody panic here. Time for the quiz, Mr. Andrew. You are on the select again. Max Strom has 8 shootout and 34 game this season. Max Strom. How many game he took to get his first 8 shootout prior this season? 305 game. Is it under or over?
Under.
You said under. All right. Are we taking out? We'll go to see the people. What he said. Jose, he said under. Thank you. Ron King said under. We have 3 answers, 4 answers, 3 answers so far, and everybody said under. And our tab said under. Steve G said under. Andy Kuivula said over. Joseph Laham said over. Now everybody go over. What the heck is going on here? RG said over. Renault said under. Max Zach said over. We have a lot of people right now. Corey Hill said under. But the answer, guys, surprisingly, it's over. 313 game to get 8 shootout, and he took 34 game to get the 8-1. So, AK, Joseph, RJ, and Mark Zuck take the lead 1-0 after the first question. Unfortunately, Mr. Andrew, again 0-1. That's all right. Don't worry about that. Next question. How many players with 1 point and a minus 2 nights ago, not last night, 2 nights ago? How many players in NHL have 1 point and a minus 2 minus together? And 2 nights ago, they have only 6 games that night, and I said 14 players did it. Over or under? Players with 1 point and a minus at the same time. 14 players. Is it over or under? Mark, hold on. Is Mark Zuck said under?
Yeah,
all
I'm
right.
going under.
Jose said on under. What you said?
Under.
Under?
Yeah.
Okay. Jose said under. Now, right now we have everybody under. Andy said over. Corey Hill said over. RG said under. Joseph said under. Mike Zuck said under. Anybody else? In our tap. Do I miss in our tap? In our tap. Stop to look for Google. Just kidding. In our tap said under.
Yep.
All right. The answer, this one, guys, is over. 15 players did it. I put 14, but it was for the number. So 15 players did it and be under. The funny thing about this guy, only Joseph did it. Joseph Lamb take the lead. Andy Koivula got it. I'm sorry. Andy Koivula take the lead at 2. And the rest of you are 1, Joseph, RJ, Mark, and now Corey Hill got a score. Only 2 people have and Mike Zuck. Does Mike Zuck have a score too? He said under, then he said over. I don't understand. But anyway, he would tell me if he's right or not. That question number 3. How many first name Martin play in NHL? 8. How many players have their name, first name Martin? Not Ross Martin, Martin St. Louis, or Martin something else. Not Matt Martin. The first name is Martin. How many players play in NHL with this name? Renaud said B.
Wow.
Over.
Is that for this year, or is that for years prior?
All in NHL.
Okay. I'm going B.
Over.
Yep.
All right. José Duardi said over. Very important for Mr. Andy Koivula. He can win all the way if he got it. Mike Zuck said over. Ron King said over. Andy Koivula said under. Corey Hill said under. And Atap said over. RG said under. Joseph, he said under. Mike Zuck said, I don't know. I have difficult time following with Mike Zuck. He said over. Here we go. The answer of that, guys, under.
Oh, my word.
6 players have only the name Martin. Wow, what a day. What a day, because the winner, ladies and gentlemen, the winner with 3-3 today, Mr. Andy Koivula. Got it. Did it.
Good job.
Congratulations, Mr. Andy did it today. Joseph, Corey Hill and RG are two good answers. Mark Zuck, very difficult to figure out. If you have one or two, I apologize. But Andrew Lepage and Mr. Inartap, 0 and 3 today. 0 and 3 of the people right now are doing this. Here we go. Mark said just one. Congratulations, Mr. Andy Cuivula, on that one over there. Guys, what great job today. We appreciate everybody joining us today. Don't forget to click on the likes. We'll be back at 5 o'clock today. Today at 5 o'clock, guys, it's Friday. What is Friday? It's a fun show. So Mr. Enartap is going to bring us with a 10 question, under, over, or maybe. We go to the saloon today. We open up the saloon at 5 o'clock p.m. Don't come join us. We're going to celebrate. We're going to give a beer for everybody. Join us 5 o'clock. We will be at everything. And of course, guys, don't forget, I'm going to give you another homework. I do a lot of videos every day. Not the show, videos. At least one per day or pretty much it. Can you please, and I'm going to ask you this. First, click on the likes. Second thing, maybe you don't have to listening the video 17 minutes, 30 minutes. But when I ask you this, let the video go all the way to the end. Don't listening me. Don't worry about that. That will helping the channel to grow. That will helping my CPR also. So if you have a video you don't want to listen, click on the likes and let it go all the way to the end. Turn the sound off. Do something else. That will helping us to go. Same thing with the live stream. If you don't want to watching all the way, let them go all the way. Click on the lights are helping a lot us. So that'd be great. Mr. Andrew Lepage, you passed the test. You did your first week with the Hockey Nation Live Show, the Morning Skate Show. We're really grateful, thankful having you aboard. And I can't wait to see you again tomorrow. Tomorrow, guys, we have a show at 11 o'clock. What? Yes. And Andrew does not know. You have to come back. Because we do a pre-game show tomorrow, and we're going to do prediction of the day tomorrow. So we're going to go all the way tomorrow at 11 o'clock because we have a pre-game show. The Montreal play at 12:30, and I want to make something special. I don't do a specific live stream tomorrow for the Montreal Canadiens because I have to leave at some point. So, but we're going to be live also. 11 o'clock tomorrow, we are back. Of course, 5 o'clock tonight. Until then, we want to remind everybody, you are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. Yes, you have. Yes, Monsieur Andrew. Thank you so much for your collaborator today again. Everybody, we wish you an amazing, great day. I look forward to you at 5 o'clock. Be well, be healthy, and find a way not only dominate your day, find a way to dominate your year 2022. Have an amazing, great day, everybody. Thank you, Andy, Corey, Jose, RJ, Steve, and Octa, Mark, GB, Renaud, Ron Whitkins, Joseph,